Hello, friends. I bring you warm greetings from Ghana. You're all very welcome to this recording of a Zoom get together Pambe Ghana had with its friends and supporters back in December, last December. It's really a privilege to be able to share it again so that you will also have a chance to connect with us. Thank you for your interest. Well, before I go on, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Alice Azumi Idi Gobbles, the founder of Pambe Ghana and the director of the Pambe Ghana program in Ghana since 2008. I'm now retired, but not tired. I'm retired since 2020, 2 years ago, and the program direction is now in the hands of Baba Bukari. Baba Bukari is not new to Pambe Ghana and Pambe Ghana program. Baba Bukari joined Pambe Ghana in 2009, just 1 year after the inception of the program in Ghana in 2008. He was my right-hand man, and the program direction, the program management, and administration. He knows it in and out. And so in 2020, when I retired, Baba Bukari took up the reins for the direction of the program. The main reason we wanted to connect with you is to say a deep, heartfelt thank you. Thank you for all your support in diverse ways. Your support in cash, in kind, your talents, your thoughts, your good thoughts, and your prayers. It makes a big difference, a big impact on the children and the families here. I also wanted to show you some highlights of the program. What impact it is making on the children and their families. Your contribution is making life-changing impact. Um, because it's a recording, it's hard to be able to get your comments. However, we will encourage you, and we will be so delighted to hear from you. Your comments, if you have questions, suggestions, please reach out. Send them to pambegana@gmail.com. You can also reach us on our social media pages, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We would love to hear from you. Without further ado, I am going to, as I said, show you some of the highlights of the program you are supporting. This is the campus of the Laangum Learning Center. First, the infrastructure. On the left-hand side on top is a government school building that is completed, not yet commissioned and used, but it is slated to be used for a junior high school, which is um, grades 7, 8, and 9. That would be a school that graduates from grade 6 from Laangum School can easily go to. They don't have to go farther away to do their grade 7, 8, and 9. Next, in the middle, after that government building, by the way, that is going to be a public school. Pambegana will not be able to continue with that. Um, the building in the middle with the blue gate and the blue windows is the teachers' dorms, teachers' quarters. This has been an initiative from the Parents and Teachers Association. Parents wanted to provide some kind of dormitory um, close to the school so that the teachers who have to travel far away to school can come and stay a couple of nights during the school week um, to be close to the school and be able to provide more support to the students. And so, with their resources, pooling their resources together, and with Pambe Ghana and its partners, uh, this was completed last year with 6 dorms, and each of them has a small kitchen attached so that the teachers can be independent. Again, on the top there, more to the right-hand side, is the building, is our ultra-modern toilet facility that integrates rainwater harvesting, solar-powered water pumping system, and recycling of grey water. Um, the rainwater is used for hand washing and bathing, and also supplements the recycled water to flush the toilets. The structure with the black uh, polythene covering it is the biogas plant that is part of this toilet facility. Um, it's under construction now, it's not yet completed, but when it's completed, it will take all the waste from the toilets into a big digester, what is covered. And then the byproduct, which is biogas, can then be piped to the kitchen for the school lunches. We also anticipate that we would be able to get biofertilizer from there for the school garden that will also feed into the school lunch program. Um, on the right hand side, there is a big long block, and that is the upper elementary block that has grades 4, 5, and 6. Also, our solar powered computer lab and a well finished library. Behind the elementary, the upper elementary block is the building. There is with the roof is the kitchen and storeroom. And you see some round um, concrete. Um, those are water reservoirs. The whole school is fitted with a rainwater gutters so that during the rainy season we can collect as much water as possible and store as much water as possible to serve the long dry season. We only have rains about 4 months of the year, and the rest of the year there's no rain at all. We have those big concrete tanks, 3 of them, and three other ones, the smaller ones. Now we move back to the left. On the other long block on the left-hand side is the lower elementary block, and that houses the pre-K, kindergarten, grades 1, 2, and 3 students. In the middle is a round gazebo, which is used as an outdoor classroom and just outdoor for all kinds of things. In the middle, on the lower part, between just is another building we call the multi-purpose because we use it for classroom activities and meetings, teachers, staff, parents, and so it is also another facility for us to use. In the middle, um, between those two, the lower elementary and the upper elementary, um, the upper end of that is another shed that is used just outdoor space and also for our friends, Muslim friends who need some space for prayers in the afternoon. So that is the Laangum Learning Center campus, the campus of the Laangum Learning Center. You can see the landscape and the lay of the land is such that water is a huge problem. We've tried with our partners many times to to have drilled wells and have not succeeded. So we're spending a lot of our time and resources and support in just harnessing rainwater, harvesting that, and storing that as much as possible. Currently, um, we have 267 students from pre kindergarten to grade 6. in LLC. We have about 90 students in grades 7, 8, and 9 in junior high school in Langbinsi. Langbinsi is a bigger community, a larger uh, town close by, I mean, relatively. And then we have about 100 of our graduates who are now in senior high schools in various places in the north. Um, that is the grades 10, 11, and 12. In fact, our pioneers, the very first group we had in 2008, are now in grade 12. Some of the program activities include the lunch program I mentioned. Um, this is an initiative that was started right at the beginning of the program in 2008. Parents contribute the food crops they grow, like beans and peanuts, corn, millet, sorghum, soybeans, and Pambe Ghana, with the support of you and other partners, provide food items like rice and gari and cooking ingredients, condiments, fish, so that every day everybody has a hot, nutritious lunch. And I mentioned women volunteers come up from Bumbo Ajo to prepare the lunch every day, every school day. We also have, Ghana has a national health insurance program, and Pambe Ghana, with its partners, supports, uh, pays the premium actually, pays the premium for each child and teacher. And the premium $10. And then the students have access to basic health care. The annual premium is really just insignificant, but it provides a lot of support in terms of healthcare. We also have hepatitis B screening, vaccination, and treatment. This program came later. A couple of years ago, we found out that we observed that this was one of health issues that was becoming more and more prevalent. And so we are working, collaborating with lab technicians who come once a year to do the screening of all the new students and teachers and vac- provide vaccination and boosters. And if anybody, student or teacher, is uh, infected, then we provide, help them to treat it. In fact, with the student who is found to have been infected, um, provision is made also for the technician to meet with the family and to test them and to see where the problem is. And we follow up to make sure that they also get treated. Water and sanitation. Water is life. Um, that is a big program activity that is not directly related to uh, classroom work, but it is key. So we have the water and sanitation project that I talked about, and the biogas plant. We are really looking forward to it functioning and providing uh, biogas to the kitchen so that women and young girls who have the responsibility of collecting and bringing firewood will be relieved of that, not to mention all the other health problems that come with the smoke. This is the hepatitis B vaccination. Our program, it was a conscious decision right at the beginning to begin uh, the students with their first language and gradually add English and other languages. Start with what the children come to school with and add, not replace. So these two are reading the, the books in the local language, the primers in the local language, Mamprule, Mamprule.
My name is Gloria and I'm in class 6. I've been attending Langun Primary School for 8 years now. English is my favorite subject because if I'm studying English, I can speak fluently, I can write fluently. If I go to the library, I'll read and understood whatever I read and get knowledge from the storybooks. If the book is telling me about the oldest days, how they were living, it gives me ideas how to change my community or country. Thank you for everyone who supports Fambe Ghana so that I can have my education here.
Curriculum is Montessori based, adapted, of course. We've continued to really adapt it, but we strive, continue to strive to uh, implement the philosophy and practices of Montessori. Is cooperation and collaboration between students. Um, this is one of the pioneers who is now actually in grade 12 in Tamale Senior High. Nemao is very, very studious. Here she is on holidays in her village in Bombo Azul, and she's just come up to school, to Laangum School, which is also on vacation, and she's studying. one of our key programs is also to continue to provide continuing education support and professional development to our teachers because they are the frontline workers with these students. And so their professional um, development is also very important. Uh, bring in Montessori teachers. Just currently, we are having online training with the junior grade books, which is a great language development method. Um, sometimes the Ghana Education Service also has some professional training courses, and we support our teachers to undertake them as well. The next couple of slides just to give some testimonials of the life-changing impact that your support is having on these children. It's just, you cannot say enough what is happening, the opportunities you are giving to these children. Um, this is Enoch. Enoch, Enoch and his class, his mates, had an opportunity to go to Tamale um, uh, to an excursion in an institute called Red Clay Institute. It's art and culture and many other things and technology as well. There, Enoch um, was introduced to, among other things, drone technology. In fact, in this institute, they have managed to bring uh, broken down aircrafts um, so that students can or visitors can have a chance to to actually see what is in a plane. And here Enoch is sitting in the pilot's seat, and he was just so fascinated. All his classmates also had a chance, but somehow he was so fascinated, especially about drone technology.
My name is
And
Moyo
then
Enoch. I
he
am
had a
attending
rare
Langon
opportunity.
Learning Center.
We
I am
invited
in Basic 5.
a
The
media
subject I
specialist
like
to
best is integrated
come
science.
and help us
I
get
like
some
integrated science
footage.
because it helps
In
us to
fact,
know how to know
I'll
new things.
tell you a bit more
When I grow
about
up, I want to be a pilot.
acknowledge the wonderful,
I will be
beautiful
happy
photos
and
that
excited
this
to
media
fly an
specialist
airplane.
did
I'll
in
see my
earnest.
country, my school, and my classmates
What
playing
was
around.
really a rare
They will be
opportunity
amazed.
was that Enoch
My
had a
father will be
chance
very
really
excited and proud of me.
to
He will
work
reach
with
his
the
dreams.
drone.
His dreams are to
Listen
me
to
to
Enoch.
have a good education. My name is Gloria and I'm in class 6. I've been attending Langun Primary School
Now
for
let's
8
listen
years
to
now.
Gloria Abanga.
English is my favorite subject
We
because if
cannot
I'm studying
state
English, I can speak fluently, I can write fluently.
enough.
If I go to the library, I'll read and understood whatever I read and get knowledge from the storybooks. If the book is telling me about the oldest days, how they were living, it gives me ideas how to change my community or country. Thank you for everyone who supports Fambe Ghana so that I can have my education here.
I'm called Mumun Namao, and I did
One
8
of the
years in
activities we
this school.
also
And I proceeded to
program
junior high, and
activities
now I'm in the senior
that
high.
so dear and
The
near to
teachers in
my
this school
heart
were
is
friendly,
continuing
and we could understand
education.
each other's tribe, and I could
With our
understand when
partners,
they teach.
we continue to support students
Thank you for those
who
who
have graduated
supported
from grade
this
6
school. Because
from
of this
LMC and
education,
have
I have the dream
continued
of
their
becoming a lawyer
education
and defending the
career
poor.
in junior high and
So
senior high
thank you.
school. It's really an important one. Now, this is one of the pioneers. Listen to her. How, what impact? But
It is very important to start the early childhood education
impact is just
because it's the
incredible.
foundation of education.
Your
I am
support
Mary
in
Azure.
feeding
I'm
these
the assistant
children
head of this school. When you
opportunity
had a good foundation
to
with the
dream,
children, then when they move forward
to
and they
dream
build
big.
anything at all, it will stand firm.
Nehemiah,
And here we
who
started
is the
our
very
children with
first
good foundation
person in
by using
first
Maria
Ambe
Montessori
Road to
methods
High
and
School,
principles.
is
It
dreaming to
helped the
become
pioneers in a
a
way
lawyer.
that when they sat for the BEC exams, the lowest
Why?
score was grade 22,
Because she wants
and that
to
was the
become a
highest
coach.
in other community schools. They all went to senior high school to pursue their education.
To this one.
So that made a difference. I'm thanking those who are supporting the USA Board of Directors to help Ambe Ghana to grow. Without them, this school wouldn't have existed. Without them, we wouldn't have this kind of education. May God richly bless them.
Mistake. These are our main sources of support. Uh, the first one is foundations. Usually, these are earmarked for specific projects, they are grants. Um, some of them are matching. These foundations include Rainbow of Hope for Children Society in Canada. They have been a partner for many, many years. Rotary clubs in Canada and US in partnership with our local Rotary Club here in Tamale. And then we have the Milburn Gift Fund at Oklahoma City Community Foundation. Paul Milburn was the, I mean, just an incredible person who cared and uh, was a big supporter of Family Ghana. And after him, his gift fund still continues to provide a matching grant each year. Um, a matching grant of $30,000 that can be matched dollar for dollar. Then we have the global market. The global market is a fair trade shop that is organized and run completely by volunteers. It is only during the holiday season. The space to run it is donated by a very oh big support, and all the proceeds go to support the Laangum School. The great part of the global market is that the artisans get fair trade, a fair price for their wares, for their articles, and just just special, beautiful uh, articles that the buyer also gets so much enjoyment from, and then all the proceeds go to support a very worthwhile, impactful cause. But the biggest source of our donations or our support come from individual donations. Uh, in this, no amount is too small. And that is where our biggest, largest support comes from for the field program. These are some of the items that are usually in the global market, this volunteer led market. Of course, last year, 20, 2019, 2020, we could not have a brick and mortar shop because of COVID. Uh, in 20, we tried an online shop for the first time. This year, we've, thank God, thank goodness we're trying out a brick and mortar. And we thank so much uh, our friend and supporter who has donated the space for us to do it. Now let's listen to somebody right now at the market to tell us a little bit more about the global market.
Volunteering at Pombe Ghana every year is one of my favorite ways to spend time during the holidays. This pop-up shop supports the Learning Center in Ghana, which is a lovely thing that we all believe in and work for. But on a personal note, in addition to being able to support such a wonderful charity that literally changes children's lives, I also get to work with a bunch of really fun volunteers and see community members and people who look for our store and come to our store every year and enjoy a little holiday cheer and fair trade sales, as well as doing good for the school.
Last but not least is our teachers. A lot of support and grants is for um, specific projects, and yet these teachers, dedicated, committed teachers, we have a hard time. It's very challenging to provide them with adequate compensation they deserve. They are just incredible. They make it happen. They share their lives every day in and day out, in the classroom and outside. I would like to encourage all of us to come together for teachers. The school is called La Angum, La Angum Learning Center. La Angum in the local language says working together. So we say in our language, La Angum Kato, many hands make light work. Together we can. We can help these teachers. At the beginning, I said I was going to also talk, that these beautiful photos, most of them, and the video clips were done by a friend of ours. He's a media specialist attached to working with the Ghana Baptist Mission, or maybe it's international because his job takes him all over. But he's based with his family. His wife is a medical doctor, surgeon in Nalergo, the Nalergo Baptist Center. His name is William Hahn. William has been just incredibly supportive, and he provided these beautiful images that you have seen. Thank you so much, William. Um, I think we've come to the end of our connection. I hope we will hear from you. Please reach out to us with whatever comments, observations, suggestions, questions that you may have. We would really love to hear from you. Thank you. Thank you very much. And since I wish you all a very happy and blessed new year. Thank you.